welcome back. Today we follow the battle between humans and a dangerous invasive species in the wild. As the first light of dawn pierced the mist over the dead marshes, the drone's engine cut through the reeds, opening a path deeper into the rugged terrain. Above, a drone buzzed, scanning the dense underbrush for any sign of movement, while the hunting dogs barked excitedly as they picked up the scent of the invasive boar. And then it happened. The drone locked onto a herd of 12 boars, their massive 200-pound bodies crashing through the underbrush near a muddy stream. The flying boat sped forward, the dogs leading the charge. A shot rang out, and one of the giant boars fell to the ground. Another shot and another boar fell, its 150-pound body sinking into the mud. In just 20 minutes, 4 wild boars were down, each taken down with precision and humanity. Thanks to a thermal scope that could lock onto targets up to 300 yards away. It was a high-risk mission, and you're about to learn why. As the sun rose, the swamp grew wet, the air thick with the buzz of insects. A boar burst from cover, charging at a hunter at top speed. A quick shot took it down from 8 feet away, a suffocating reminder of the danger. The team regrouped, following fresh hoof prints in the mud that indicated the herd had recently moved along a creek. The crack of gunfire took down 2 more. Night fell and the swamp became eerie, and thermal scopes glowed, revealing a 300-pound leader boar near a creek. A hunter held his rifle tight and fired a clear shot. 300 pounds of trouble gone, one hunter shouted. Night hunting doubled the challenge, but thermal technology increased the success rate to 40% after dusk. By morning, the flying boat was carrying dozens of wild boars, each a threat removed from this fragile ecosystem. Why did these hunters risk their lives in the dead swamp? Not just for the thrill, but to protect our water, wildlife, and way of life. Wild hogs are a growing menace across the South, from Texas to North Carolina, and their impact on water supplies is devastating. When wild hogs burrow near rivers, streams, or wetlands, they stir up sediment, making the water cloudy and contaminated with their waste. A study in Texas found that wild hogs increased bacterial pollution in rivers by 35%, threatening drinking water and aquatic life. In the United States, they have degraded 70% of wetland ecosystems in some areas, disrupting fish and bird habitat. "My cattle can't drink this water anymore," said one farmer next to a polluted stream. "It cost me $5,000, 0 cents a year to truck in clean water." With wild hogs having a reproductive rate of 6 to 8 hoglets per litter, the damage they cause could cost the United States $2.5 billion, 0 cents per year if left unchecked. But water isn't their only target. Wild hogs spread 30 diseases, including African swine fever, that threaten livestock and cost farmers millions of dollars in control measures. Their burrowing erodes the soil, causing 10 million 0 cents in infrastructure damage each year in states like Texas, from broken fences to rutted roads. They compete with native wildlife like deer for food, reducing hunting tourism revenue by 20% in places like North Carolina's Mount Pisgah. Hunting boars in the dead swamp isn't just about skill, it's shaped by law. In many southern states like Alabama and Texas, wild boars are classified as invasive, with no bag limits or closed seasons, allowing year-round hunting to curb their spread. Landowners can hunt on private property without a license, but public lands require permits, ensuring safety and tracking. Some states offer bounties up to $5.00 per boar to encourage control, though funds are limited. Hunters must follow ethical guidelines, using humane methods to avoid fines up to $500, 0 cents. Curious about local laws where you live? Check your state's wildlife agency to join the fight legally. According to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, wild boars are an exotic, invasive species that is wreaking havoc on Texas's native ecosystems. The state's wild boar population causes extensive damage to plants, animals, people, and the state's economy. Texas is home to more wild boars than any other state. While attacks on humans are extremely rare, they do happen. In 2019, Texans were attacked by large pigs, the most serious attack by feral pigs recorded since 1825, according to the New York Times. A lack of predators, a general attitude toward their habitat and diet, and a high reproduction rate have allowed feral pigs to spread throughout the state. The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, TPWD, warns that if left unchecked, the feral pig population could triple in a year. As a result, anyone in Texas who agrees to the law can raise pigs without a license. To fight back, I decided to take a different approach for my next night boar hunting, using a compound bow instead of a rifle. People often ask what weapons hunters use, why some choose bows, and how we make it work. Let me walk you through my preparation and why I picked this method. I couldn't let them continue to destroy the livelihoods of farmers. This time, I took a different approach, combining modern technology and strategic planning to outwit the wild boars. I set up camp at dusk, spreading whole corn kernels as bait. A good choice for attracting wild boars by scent. My weapon of choice was a high-powered compound bow, equipped with a night vision scope for accurate shooting in the dark. The name of the bow, Matthews V3X, known for its smooth firing and high accuracy, is perfect for covert nighttime boar hunting. So why don't all hunters use bows for wild boar hunting? Bows require more skill and patience than guns. You need to be closer to your target within 30 yards to get an accurate shot, and the margin for error is very small. A rifle with a thermal scope is faster and easier to take out multiple wild boars in a herd, especially at night. But bows and arrows provide a quieter, more challenging hunt with less chance of spooking the herd. For me, the key is accuracy and connecting with the ground in a way that guns can't match. Which solution would you choose? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Moved to another location, I steadied my rifle. The crosshairs locked on the boar's shoulder. One clean shot rang out and it dropped instantly. The herd bolted, but I was ready. I fired 2 more controlled shots, taking down a pair of smaller boars before they could disappear into the brush. The thermal scope made all the difference, letting me track their heat signatures in the dark. In less than a minute, the field was quiet again, with 3 boars down and the rest scattered. I also coordinate with local farmers who have started using reinforced fencing to keep boars out. It's not just about knockdown boars, it's about combining hunting with prevention to protect crops and livestock. Texas law allows anyone to hunt wild boars without a license, which means more people can join the effort. But it's the strategic use of tools like thermal scopes and trail cameras that makes the difference. Well, come to Mousefarm. In the heart of Papua New Guinea's Sepik River floodplains, giant saltwater crocodiles, more than 15 feet long and weighing more than 1,100 pounds, glide silently through the water. These powerful creatures disrupt suburban life, raid livestock pens, and threaten the livelihoods of local farmers. The story is not just about hunting, but also about the silent struggles, the burden of tradition, and the mistakes hunters make in their search for balance. The Sepik River sustains more than 150 villages, home to thousands of people who rely on its waters for farming. However, saltwater crocodiles have made this livelihood a challenge. Dozens of pigs and chickens disappear from their pens each month, leaving families starved of resources. Warmer waters have pushed crocodiles closer to villages, with local surveys estimating more than 300 active in a 40-mile stretch. Traditional defences, such as bamboo fences and nighttime fires, are ineffective against these adaptable creatures. What happens when survival collides with heritage? How to face such a relentless force without losing position. Hunting the sepik crocodile requires precision under pressure. Hunters aim at dawn or dusk, when the crocodiles lie on the riverbank, briefly exposed. Hours must be spent waiting for a clear shot, avoiding ripples that cause dives. A backup shooter, synchronized by hand signals from a companion, is crucial to safety. However, even with these measures, a mistake can turn a hunt into a crisis, requiring constant concentration. Hunting mistakes not only fail, they also increase the danger. Overconfidence, such as ignoring small ripples or misjudging the current, can lead to unexpected alligator charges and trap teams, as was seen in a 2022 incident that injured 2 people.
Get him again. Go.
Ineffective use of ammunition allows alligators to escape, often becoming more aggressive when they return. Uncontrolled terrain disrupts hunting, while inadequate post-hunt planning, such as improper disposal of hides, can result in losses of up to $300, 0 cents. These mistakes leave communities more vulnerable to alligator attacks. Hunter Wari missed, grazing a crocodile by the shoulder. The 1,200-pound beast charged. A vague signal slowed the support shooter, and although the team escaped, the crocodile returned, destroying a barn and costing the village $200, 0 cents in livestock. A A mistake that was not only dangerous, but also put the entire community at risk. Villagers are fighting back with creativity. 6-foot-tall pens with secure gates reduce break-ins by 65% in trials. Night patrols with motion sensor lights and alarms deter crocodiles, saving dozens of lives each month. Training to improve hunters' aiming skills reduces errors by 40%. Managed hunts approved by village councils fund local needs like water systems at a cost of $350, 0 cents per hide. These combined strategies balance protection and sustainability. To stay safe, it is important to understand Papua New Guinea's laws, primarily the Crocodile Trait Protection Act 1974 and CITES obligations, which regulate hunting activities to prevent overexploitation, protect ecosystems, and ensure public safety. These laws govern who is allowed to hunt, how hunting is conducted, and how resources are managed, balancing human needs with environmental responsibility.
Reload.
Why are these regulations important? They prevent chaos and protect both hunters and villagers.
These approaches have been great at stopping the spread of some invasive species. Got any ideas for even better solutions? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can all dive into it together. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, be sure to tell your friends about us too so they can check it out. Bye and see you in the next video.